relationship between science and faith has long been a contentious one, with some individuals viewing the two as mutually exclusive. The notion that scientists blaspheme God with their supposed science is a perspective often held by those who believe that scientific inquiry and discovery are somehow an affront to the divine. However, this perspective is rooted in a fundamental misunderstanding of the scientific method and its aims. Science, at its core, is a systematic and evidence-based approach to understanding the natural world. It involves the formulation of hypotheses, the collection of data, and the testing of theories through experimentation and observation. The pursuit of scientific knowledge is not driven by a desire to undermine or disprove the existence of God, but rather to comprehend the intricacies and workings of the universe. The scientific community's focus on empirical evidence and testable theories is not a rejection of faith, but rather a commitment to understanding the world around us through observation, experimentation, and reasoning. Moreover, the advancement of science has, in many cases, led to deeper appreciation and reverence for the complexity and majesty of creation. The discovery of the laws of physics, the workings of the human body, and the intricacies of the natural world have all contributed to a greater understanding of the intricate web of relationships that govern our universe. Far from blasphemy, the pursuit of scientific knowledge can be seen as a form of reverence for the beauty and complexity of creation. It is also worth noting that many scientists are, in fact, people of faith. The idea that science and faith are mutually exclusive is a false dichotomy, and one that has been perpetuated by a vocal minority. The history of science is replete with examples of scientists who were also devoutly religious, from Isaac Newton to Galileo Galilei. These individuals saw no conflict between their scientific pursuits and their faith, and indeed often viewed their work as a means of deepening their understanding of and appreciation for the divine. The charge of blasphemy is often levied against scientists who challenge traditional or literal interpretations of religious doctrine. However, this charge is based on a misconstrual of the scientific enterprise. Science is not concerned with questions of morality, ethics, or theology. Its domain is the natural world, and its aim is to understand the workings of that world through empirical observation and experimentation. When scientists challenge traditional interpretations of religious doctrine, they do so not out of a desire to blaspheme or undermine faith, but rather out of a commitment to following the evidence wherever it may lead. In conclusion, the notion that scientists blaspheme God with their supposed science is a misconception rooted in a fundamental misunderstanding of the scientific method and its aims. The pursuit of scientific knowledge is not a rejection of faith, but rather a complementary endeavor that seeks to understand the natural world through evidence-based inquiry. The advancement of science has led to a deeper appreciation and reverence for the complexity and majesty of creation, and has been undertaken by countless individuals of faith who see no conflict between their scientific pursuits and their devotion to God. Rather than viewing science as a form of blasphemy, we should recognize it as a noble and worthy pursuit that can enrich our understanding of the world and our place within it.